I recently read a study that we only have a finite amount of patience in a day. And once we've depleted our supply of patience, we have to rest and recharge our patience reserves. I, however, don't believe the same is true for dating because I have lost absolutely all patience. And I don't think any amount of sleep or self-care is going to bring it back anytime soon. It's the only auto-renewing subscription I've managed to cancel. So I've effectively Marie Kondo'd my love life. I tried to Marie Kondo my house, but apparently I'm too lazy. So I ended up instead looking through my dating apps and my social media and my digital collection of failed relationships and held it all in my phone, and I realized that none of it brought me any joy. So I deleted it, like all of it. I deleted the dating apps, I blocked the fuckboys, I unfriended and unfollowed all of the failed flings and hangers-on. And after 20 plus years of dating, I have officially retired. And I bought myself a gold watch. And usually when someone makes such a drastic life choice, there's like a person or a bad experience to point a finger at and blame. But that just wasn't the case, you know? There wasn't one guy to blame. It was a really solid group effort. It was highly effective teamwork. But it's really made life a lot easier. So I've quit cleaning underneath the toilet seat because there's nobody lifting it. I don't worry about what I'm doing on the weekends because I'm not doing anything, and it's great. And my judgy ass smartphone has informed me that my screen time has gone down by 30%. Thank you. And now when I get that annoying, obnoxious 2 a.m. text, "You up?" that I don't see until 5 a.m. because I've been asleep since 9 p.m., instead of feeling like I've missed out on some crappy opportunity for mediocre sex with some lame-ass douchebag, instead, I get to reply, "Hell no, I'm not up. It's Tuesday. The fuck is wrong with you?" Falsely implying there's a day of the week I'm actually up at 2 a.m. and then immediately blocking him. It's quite satisfying. But I mean, I don't think there's anyone in this room that would disagree with me that dating's really hard these days, you know? Everyone's a complete flake. Gaslighting is the new norm, and insults get thrown as soon as anyone's ego is slightly bruised. So when I announced my retirement to the men that were currently in my dating sphere, I got a little surprised. Some of them they took it as personal rejection. I'm like, I'm not rejecting you, I'm rejecting all of you. You see the difference? You do not. So some insults were thrown my way. I got called an unyielding cunt, a stupid twat, and basically just a straight up pussy for giving up. And this all surprised me a little bit too, because this is the first ounce of passion I'd seen from any of them, ever. But I'm recently empowered, and I really started to think about the implications of these words. I'm like, a cunt. That's a strong, independent woman who expects and demands respect. Thank you. And a twat, twat's kind of plump and slightly dim-witted, but she's got a big heart and gives the best hugs. And a pussy. It's slightly embarrassing because it's hard to say without feeling dirty. But at the end of the day, I don't think there's anyone else in this room that would disagree with me that a pussy is a really great thing. But the opinions didn't stop there. So I've told all of my friends and my family, and my friends have been the best. Most of them think I'm completely bluffing. And then one of the first questions is, well, what about sex? Like they've stumped me. And to that, I'm like, have you ever heard of Soul Cycle? Where my Soul Cycle bitches at? Anyone go? No? Oh, there's some. You see, for anyone who's never taken a spin class, it's exactly like sex. You do all the work, you get completely swamped with sweat, and you end up walking out wondering if your crotch will ever recover. But I think my parents' reaction was probably the best. My mom's always made us all very well aware of how much she would enjoy having grandchildren. My dad's always been much more chill about the subject. And this time around, though, he was legitimately concerned that I was missing out on some great romance. My mom simply responded, "I think it's a great idea." And she's not the only one. Like, studies show that single women live longer, happier lives. She's the one who emailed me all those studies, but it's true. From what I've read, single women live longer than married women. And the converse is true for men. Married men live longer than single men. So y'all realize what this means, ladies. They're literally sucking the life force out of us. And for what? Love and companionship? Get a dog. I'm so needy, I got 2. And I assure you, I have found joy. Thank you.